How's it going, everybody? RazingHel here, and I just wanted to sort of let everybody know who watches the channel what's been going on in the past week or so, because obviously I haven't done nearly as many videos as usual, especially the more attention-grabbing ones on Don't Starve. That's because for the past probably week and a half now, I've sort of been dealing with the flu, and it usually is something I get over in just a couple of days, but this one has really dragged on, much to my own personal detriment as well as the detriment of the channel, because it means that if I am not up and about to create videos, then nothing gets uploaded. So that explains the drought of videos recently. Obviously, the content that I did put up was generally stuff that I could relatively easily do. We had a very, very terrible Civilization playthrough. I felt terrible while doing it, and didn't end up getting a thumbnail for it, didn't make that, barely put in any of the metadata for the video, and in general I just felt really bad about it. It was one of those situations where you feel like, oh man, I haven't made anything in the last couple of days already. I really need to put up a video before, YouTube just nukes you from the search results. So then you come up with an idea that, something you feel like you can do, and you stick it up there, and it does not meet my standard for quality. You might be having a laugh at that. You might think my standard for quality is so abysmally low that I don't have one, but that is not true at all. Especially the more edited stuff that I do, it takes a lot of time. Sometimes I don't think people fully appreciate how long it can take to put out, for example, a 5-minute Don't Starve video. So let's talk about that as well, because in the past week I haven't done any Don't Starve stuff. So we have various series, for example, the one that focuses on mods for Don't Starve. What is sort of entailed in creating that video every week? Well, I would say it's in general a good afternoon's worth of work, because you have to go through the workshop and look at potentially interesting mods for Don't Starve Together that have come out in the past month or so. You have to install those mods, open up a world with them in it, test some stuff out, see how they work, whether or not they do work. Do they work with some other mods? You got to test all that kind of stuff out. Then you have to decide whether or not that is significant enough of a mod to bother mentioning it, because I don't mention meme mods. I don't know if that really came out, but I don't mention meme mods because they're generally very low effort. It's basically an inside joke that it doesn't require any original thought on the creator's part. It's simply, look, I made something that references something that everybody thinks is funny because it's a huge inside joke, and it's just not rewarding the people who I think should be rewarded, and those are the ones who that go above and beyond to sort of create original stuff. And maybe that's because I also try to create more original stuff. I don't enjoy just making videos that everybody else has already done. I know, once again, people might be a bit baffled by this, because I'm not the best. I'm not the best at what I do. I'm just looking at my CPU right now. For some reason, it shot up to 99%, and that distracted me. I was like, what's going on? It's apparently some network thing. Yeah, but no, it does take quite a while. So those videos, for example, like I said, the Don't Starve Together workshop videos, got to the point where I was testing them out. So then once I've settled on a list of them, then I actually have to load them up in the game, get my recording software ready, hit record, and then take everybody through the process, walk them through everything that is needed to fully explain how the mod works, or at least to the best of my ability, explain how the mod works. And then after that's all done, I have to go ahead and I master the audio tracks to make sure, compression is applied, filter EQ is applied, all that kind of stuff that makes sure that the quality of the audio is the best I can make it. Then you got to put it into Premiere along with the video track, the audio and the video track. It goes into Premiere, the video editor, and there you cut all the unnecessary stuff out. I'm not sure if everybody's aware of this, but when I make videos, they're always, without exception, edited before I upload them. I don't just upload unedited video content, even though it might seem that way. Like the Let's Plays, they could be, but I'm just not good enough to record directly and then upload them like that, because in general, I just do too much goofy off stuff that I don't want in it. Like I bump into things, I make loud noises, I might cough into it, I might sneeze, I might say something I regret. And I'm the type of person that, loose lips sink ships, I guess you could say. So I like to double check everything I say to make sure that I agree with it going forward. And that's another great thing about editing, is it gives me the opportunity to do that. So even video series that I don't necessarily need to edit, I do end up editing them anyway. And that can take both a lot of time and effort. And also it can be draining after a while if you do that every day. So in some ways, the recent hiatus was sort of the break I think I needed, because I didn't have to maintain that one video a day schedule, it can really be exhausting. It becomes like work, because it's something that every single day you wake up and you have that on your mind. You're thinking about what is today's video. Well, actually it's what's tomorrow's video, and you got to do research on it. Usually it depends upon what you're doing, but if it's anything, like I said, that in regards to Don't Starve, or I'm reviewing a game, or I'm reviewing DLC, it's always in the back of your mind. You got to do some research on it. You got to do some investigation to make sure that you're not a complete idiot at whatever it is you're talking about. I want to know that I'm at least somewhat competent and versed in what it is that I'm discussing, because otherwise I'm not really adding anything to the discourse. Just being an idiot with a microphone does not really help anybody. So, what's going to happen going forward? Well, I would like to pick up doing pretty much what I've been doing before in the following weeks. However, I do have some business that I need to take care of, so like taxes and stuff. Running out of time on that. So for the first couple of weeks of April anyway, it's certainly a possibility you'll be seeing fewer videos for the first half of the month until I get that stuff dealt with. If I could just take off like an extra 2 days, like Saturday and Sunday or something like that, where I didn't have to be putting out a video, didn't have to be thinking about it, that really can give me the time I need to focus on some real life business that needs to be taken care of, like I said. So yeah, I just thought I'd sort of give everybody who follows the channel an official update of sorts. The game you see in the background is called The Kindred. It is a game that recently came out on early access, I believe, and I've been playing it a bit. Overall first impressions, there are a lot of bugs with it, and it's not that intuitive. But give it a look if you're interested. I'll still probably do a review on it, or first impressions as I generally call it, because I'm generally not confident enough in my assessment of a product to consider it a review officially. Anyway, yeah, hope that got you up to date. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.